So when was the last time you saw a grown man cry in public? Now, when was the last time you saw a grown man get visibly angry in public? Exactly. So we treat anger like it's normal, like it's just part of being a man. But crying, that's showing weakness. That's sadness. We can't have that. But anger and crying, they are the same thing. They are both just emotions spilling out when you don't have control over them. We don't say someone is strong when they cry uncontrollably. So why do we act like losing your temper makes you powerful? Here is a wild concept. Anger is not some special manly emotion. It is just another way that your brain fails to regulate itself. We associate crying with sadness and with weakness, but uncontrolled frustration or fear, that can show up the same way. And it is typically uncontrolled frustration or fear that causes men to rage out. Same process, different packaging. And here's the thing. This isn't biology. It's programming. From the time boys are little, we tell them not to cry. We say, suck it up, be a man, don't be soft. But when a little boy throws a tantrum, or he yells, or he hits something, we don't say, be a man. We say, oh, boys will be boys. So what happens? Those boys grow up, and every time they feel sad or hurt or vulnerable, they've already learned crying is not an option. Talking about it, not an option, but getting pissed off, that's totally fine. That is not emotional strength. That is emotional restriction. And that is the core of toxic masculinity. And this doesn't just affect how men feel or how society feels about men or how we interact. It affects how men live. Men who can't understand and regulate their emotions have higher rates of heart disease and stroke. Chronic anger increases stress hormones, it increases blood pressure, and it increases that heart disease risk. They have more relationship problems. If you cannot express your emotions without anger, you are more likely to experience divorce and social isolation. Nobody wants to be around that guy. Men who struggle with emotional regulation are more likely to lash out. And this results in higher risks of incarceration, higher rates of violence. Men who avoid and suppress their emotions are less likely to seek help. That leads to higher suicide rates. So when people talk about toxic masculinity, this is what they mean. Not that men are bad, but that the way we teach men to handle emotions is bad. It is hurting them. It is literally killing them. Real strength is in emotional intelligence. Look, we can do better than this. Emotional strength isn't about bottling everything up until you explode. It's about learning how to handle emotions in a way that doesn't wreck your body, doesn't wreck your relationships, or doesn't wreck your life. So next time somebody tells you real men don't cry, remind them, real men also don't throw tantrums. Emotional control is emotional control, no matter what form it takes. And hey, if this made you mad, maybe take a second and ask yourself why. And feel free to like and follow for more uncomfortable truths that will help make the world just a little bit better.